I always feel good because I'm basically a positive person, never negative.
Yeah.
Never got into a groove like following Tom Jones or Humperdinck and or Rod Stewart and getting only used to one style.
Yeah.
And the girls wanted to sing a couple of songs with me.
Wow.
When you go to the cemetery, Colombo Cemetery, Borella, you see concrete posts, Metta, Mudita, Karuna, Upeksha.
Buddhist precepts.
Buddhist precepts, which gives the meaning in English and Sinhala. So, but we don't notice this when we take the roundabout. Nobody notices it. But if you go today and just concentrate on the roundabout with this oval shape, you see these columns, Metta, Mudita, Karuna, Upeksha.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Power Moves. Today on Power Moves, we have someone who has been in the music scene for over 4 decades. 4 decades is a long time to be a live entertainer, especially with changing trends, demands, fan bases, and so on. This particular guest has been across the world, from Sri Lanka to Europe to the Middle East, to performing in countries like Australia as well. He has done it all, and he has done it his way, so to speak. And my guest today on Power Moves is Manilal Perera, a renowned musician from Sri Lanka and also someone who is a personal favorite of mine and so many other viewers.
Ooh, baby, I love the way every day. Ooh, baby, I love the way shadows roll so low before my eyes.
This is Mr. Manilal Perera, renowned musician. Welcome, Mr. Perera, to Power Moves.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning to you too.
And
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I always feel good because I'm basically a positive person, never negative.
Yeah.
So why not?
So, Mr. Perera, from the outset of things, the first time I saw you, you've got this rock and roll, rumble tumble vibe to you with the bandana and the Wayfarers and the rings and the earrings, everything. You are a literal embodiment of what 80s and 90s rock and roll music used to be.
Yeah.
It was a different era. It was a crazy era. Take us back to the 80s and the 90s, 2 decades, 3 decades before. What was the music scene like, especially here in Sri Lanka, considering that was what you grew up in and the experience that you gained when you were growing up?
Actually, my first band was called the Emeralds. The manager was Sam Sodiraj, late Sam Sodiraj. He's passed away recently in Canada. And through him, with him and the band, we won the contest. Was held annually, called the JC Show. With Leon Bellet and Kenneth Hunter, the late Kenneth Hunter,
God, yes.
as judges. They selected us the winners of JC Show. That's where I got my first
Taste
of music, and to become a band leader. That gave me the bearings of becoming a band leader one day, and to continue my career in music.
I see. So since then, you have been in multiple bands. You've led your own band.
I
You've
have
toured
not
countries.
been in multiple bands. I have been having my own band in Sri Lanka. But I have been singing in Germany with a rock band in Berlin for 2 years, and in France, Strasbourg, for another 2 years, and finally I married a Italian, and I got a chance to get my residence in Italy and sing with the Italian band from Tuscany, from the city that we come from, Grosseto, the fourth city of Tuscany, and called Surprise Band.
So what was that experience like, being in a band in Sri Lanka, then moving to Berlin, to Strasbourg, to Italy?
Yeah.
3 different European countries, 3 different tastes of music. What was that experience
That
like?
gave me so much of experience as a singer by finding out what other
Fan
bands-
bases prefer.
fan bases prefer, and what other talented bands that Germany, France and Italy, how they are talented in so many. The Italian bands are so good, but the only problem was I had a good break. I was the only Sri Lankan to sing in a first time, the only Sri Lankan to have sung in an Italian band, because I could speak Italian, and I sang with them for 8 years, because none of them could speak English. They spoke only in Italian.
In Italian.
And I could converse
Converse in
with them.
Italian with them. Very
So
comfortably. How was it like adapting to the Italian style of singing? Because when it comes...
there's no adaptation of Italian style. They played in discotheques and in Florence. We call it Firenze in Italian.
Firenze, yes.
So we used to go around and play in all the discotheques, popular discotheques, and the main reason I had a job there with a band was that I sang English. None of them could sing in English.
Okay.
They sang the Italian and I sang
You sang
English.
the English.
And,
So you were able to cater to
and the
multiple
Italian
crowds.
discotheques had only English music being played. All the top 40s.
I see.
that
So while the music was being played, you were able to sing it in English.
Sing it in
Which
English.
means that your band easily got more popularity. By being able to sing Italian and English songs as
yes.
well. Amazing. So when you talk about artists and experiences, Mr. Manilal, in your 4 decades of musical experience, which artist most influenced your vocal style and your choice to lead their own band? I know before we started the program, you said that you never followed a particular style. You had your own style.
unique style.
Yes,
Yeah, I
but-
never got into a groove like following Tom Jones or Humperdinck and or Rod Stewart, getting only used to one style.
Yeah.
I could imitate many singers,
Multiple musicians.
multiple. Yeah, like I've been a big fan of Bon Jovi, John Bon
John
Jovi,
Bon
and I
Jovi,
saw him
yes.
live before the Wembley Stadium was reconstructed. I saw him live, caught him. He had 2 concerts both days before it was, and 80,000 people, and I was one of them in the audience.
In the moment.
And that
Amazing
was
experience.
that was his
A highlight.
peak. His peak during his peak, the concerts. Actually, I love that concert, and I've seen many bands abroad, and I've met them here. While my tenure at the Oberoi, which is Colombo, Cinnamon Grand now. Earlier it was Oberoi at the Supper Club. I met the late leader of Bobby Farrell and the original girls who had come and performed at BMICH and who stayed at the Oberoi. They came to the Supper Club and
Were you performing there?
yes, and the girls wanted to sing a couple of songs with me.
Wow.
And it was, my God, a big deal for me.
Yeah, has to be a highlight. So coming back to Sri Lanka and talking about your own band, There was a very interesting backstory to the name of your band.
Yeah.
Just before we started the recording, you were telling me about it, and I
Right.
feel our audience should also hear it.
Yeah.
Your band's name was Manilal and
Upeksha.
Upeksha.
Yeah, but nobody calls it Upeksha.
Yeah.
They call it
Upeka.
Upeka because they think this is Upeka is one of my female
Bandmates,
singers,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
So,
But that's not the case.
But that's not the case. When you go to the cemetery, Colombo Cemetery, Borella, you see concrete post, Metta, Mudita, Karuna, Upeksha,
Buddhist precepts.
Buddhist precepts, which gives the meaning in English and Sinhala. So, but we don't notice this when we take the roundabout. We don't nobody notices it. But if you go today and just concentrate on that roundabout, which is oval shape, you see these columns, Metta, Mudita, Karuna, Upeksha. So Upeksha, I got the name because my late dad used to buy the Reader's Digest, and I read an article from Professor late A.T. Aryaratna, with these principles, Metta, Mudita, Karuna, Upeksha, and the meaning. And I was hoping to take my band abroad, and so that I could explain something about our culture, about our history, and that's why
You needed something rooted in Sri Lankanism.
That's right.
Essentially.
Essentially.
Okay.
But I never expected it to get so popular.
Yeah.
The name to be so popular.
Yeah.
I never expected that.
So your bandmates were also on board with the name.
Yes, of course.
But you would
of
have had
course.
a hard time explaining it to foreign fans.
That
of
is
yours.
exactly what I wanted to do. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. I was the resident band at Intercontinental Muscat for 6 months. I have played in that their Al Bustan Palace also twice. And when the accountant who got me there changed to Abu Dhabi, I went there.
Invited you to Abu Dhabi as well.
Invited me to Abu Dhabi as well.
So you covered the Middle Eastern circuit as well.
And 6 months there in Abu Dhabi Intercontinental, 6 months in Muscat Intercontinental, and I did 6 months in Dera, Dubai, at a hotel called St. George's.
I don't think any musician, at least in the current age, has had the international exposure you've had over the past 3 to 4 decades, from Europe to the Middle East to Sri Lanka. That is, I believe, in a musician's life, a sort of privilege to be able to play for different fan bases, isn't it?
Exactly. I did all this without having a manager for my band. I was a manager, band leader, everyone. I did everything for my band. I was a manager.
And that was purely passion.
Passion. That's... and a little bit of luck also.
Yeah. And of course, talent.
Talent.
So talking about talent, awards and recognitions that you have received.
Yeah.
You won the award for Best Male Vocalist from 92 to 94, 3 consecutive years. And that is easily one of the most, I would say, rare feats for a musician in any musician's career.
Actually, they don't have that competition anymore. Because
it adds more value to that.
More value to that.
Let's talk about that.
I won this award at the BMICH, and the two years that I won this award, thanks to Ivan Alves of Teen Page. I have to mention his name because he's been a veteran and he's been a remarkable influence on Western music scene, and not only Western music, beauty queens and everybody. Ivan always
he's the one who groomed them.
The one who groomed them, And hats off to Ivan. Actually, he initiated this program. He carried a small coupon to select the most popular artist in
The
Sri
island,
Lanka, in the island, and they voted me, and that's how I won 2 years, 92 and 94. But after that, Observer also started this, Observer, and I won the Observer award also.
So how did you manage to hold the love and the popularity amongst your fans, Mr. Manilal? Was there a secret recipe? Because in 2025, if there is a budding musician or a band who wants to, one, be popular, and two, hold that popularity, which is most important,
Yeah.
is there a recipe for you to hold that popularity for 3 consecutive years with being the best male vocalist, playing at the top hotels in Sri Lanka for many years?
Actually, I've played in all the 5-star hotels in Colombo, except Shangri-La and ITC, and I've stayed in these hotels, giving me food, lodging, everything, free of charge. I just have to come down from my room to have my meals. Nobody gets that after.
Why do you think that was? Was it your sincerity? Was it...
No. Right back then, we had a few Western bands, which is not the case today. There are so many bands now, unheard of bands coming up every day, right? Among the young. Then we had only a few Western bands, and those Western bands were treated so well, given all the comforts, whenever they played in a 5-star hotel.
So who were some of your contemporaries in the Western band scene in Sri Lanka at the time?
Actually, I respect Raj Senviratna of Savage. Savage was the best band ever for me. The best band ever. Personally, I watched the three performances at the Navarangahala at Royal College. They were the best. Very methodical. Raj Senviratna was a fantastic singer. He was he later got into Sinhala also, and he did well in Sinhala.
Amazing. So, musicians...
And not forgetting Maxi Rosairo. Maxi Rosairo was also a voice to reckon. Inspirational voice. Yeah, I used to go and watch him when I was going to school at the Sirikota in Kolpiti. Being born and bred in Kolpiti, it was a walking distance for me to Sirikota. Then it was by the seaside. I used to go watch him
There was another
sing.
figure who shaped your career.
Yeah.
Okay, so talking about a musician's career and with the exposure that you have had in multiple countries, continents and so on, balancing family matters, family responsibilities and being a full-time entertainer is no easy feat. So how have you juggled family obligations with your passion for performing, being a father, and I believe now even a grandfather as well? How has that affected your creative output?
Actually, I tell you about my family life after marrying a model who was popular in Sri Lanka, very popular at that time. That was my first marriage. Second marriage was I've sung for Miss Sri Lanka contest, 7 Miss Sri Lanka contest, and married the 7th one.
I see. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what more than that?
Yeah.
So, okay, I married the 7th one, and after that, I met other women You know, I've had a good life during my time. I've had the best of times. I have no regrets. I've enjoyed so much of quality women, and it's amazing.
And you haven't let that ever affect your music?
No, I've never let that affect my musical career. No.
The music has always been top
My
priority.
first love. Music has been my first love. It'll be my last.
Great. So, adapting to changing trends over 4 decades, how have you seen the live entertainment scene in Sri Lanka particularly change over the years? And what do you believe can be done more for Sri Lanka's live entertainment scene to be taken to the next level?
That's a very good question, Jamal. Actually, it's very hard to answer that question because those days there were Western bands you could count in
The palm of your hand, yes.
hand. You know, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Maximum.
Basta. That's it. Now, the scene has become so bad. Not bad. It has been
Transformed.
transformed. I should say there are too many bands, Western bands. Good, some are good, some are bad, but they try to survive. They do survive. And that's a great thing about it. There are many for 7 Western bands. Then there are about 100 now. The ratio is so different.
It's very different, yes. So, do you believe a band should, say, if they're a Western band, they should exclusively be playing Western music, not even incorporating the likes of Baila?
No, this is Sri Lanka, right? When I was playing at the Supper Club, I used to play from 9 to 4.
9 in the night to 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning. Then, right, I played three days a week. 9 to 4. And the last set, I always played Baila, 45 minutes of Baila, because we are Sri Lankans. We need that tempo. We need the Baila. But too much of it is bad. Too much of it is bad. Not from start to by only towards the end. The last hour, I played Baila. Just 45 minutes of Baila
To wrap things up.
to wrap things up. And people were so happy about it. Then, but things have changed now, sadly.
So, if you were to give a piece of advice to a budding musician, a band, someone who is looking to break through into the live entertainment scene here, what would that key piece of advice be?
First is you got to be crazy about music. Crazy. I was crazy, and I don't regret that for many times. Still crazy about music
To this day.
to this day. I love to sing. Singing is my life. So actually, I could only advise some budding young musician or a female to be crazy about it, and not to have dedication and dedicated. You have to be dedicated to
the cause.
the cause. If you're a singer, you have to go ahead with it. You can't do 2 jobs and now it's the times have changed. I believe not like those days. We could have done 1 job and survive. Now you have to you need education also, right? So I don't
You don't
disagree with that. That people need education today.
But when you're applying the same amount of passion, it needs to be 100%.
100%, yes. You have to be dedicated to it, and then and it's one thing is that it's not as easy as those days for somebody to make a name for
themselves.
himself or herself today in Western. I'm talking about Western. There are so many singer artists who have made a good name for themselves. Hats off to them.
And with quality music.
Yeah, quality music. But in Western scene, to survive, it's not easy to make a name. Like I think I was good, and I had a bit of luck. And with my long curly hair,
you personified the musician of that era.
Yes,
what
exactly.
a musician should look
and
like.
I always wore jeans and t-shirt.
So you had your own character or
My-
your own outlook carved out.
My
for
personality.
You. Yeah, that was your personality.
Yeah, you know.
And you did deviate from it.
Jeans and t-shirt was my outdoor exposure. I mean, for concerts and things like that. Just
That was who you are.
That's what I am,
You
and
continue to
that'll be.
So talk about being crazy about music. We have a mutual friend of ours who is equally crazy about music but has chosen a different path in life. He has chosen media, and now he's leading a top media organization who also had the privilege of singing with you recently. I believe at a star-class hotel. Do you recollect that memory?
Yes, of course. How can I forget Siobhan Daniels, who should have been a singer, if not for his job at
CMG.
CMC.
Yes.
He
CMG.
should have been a singer. He's such a good singer. It's unbelievable when I did a duet with him at the Grand Hotel Norelia.
What was the duet?
My Way.
I see. Frank
Sinatra. And
Very
you know,
fitting
there are
duet.
a couple of songs that I did with him.
Yeah.
I never expected Siobhan to sing so well. You know, it was unbelievable. This guy, it was the first time, and you know,
you were blown away.
and he happened to be an ardent fan of mine.
I see.
I mean, to have a guy so popular to be ardent fan, it's a big deal. For him
Mutual
to
respect going both ways.
yes, of course.
So he can certainly pursue a career in music even down the line.
No, not down the line.
Even now.
Even now, I don't mind singing anywhere with him,
yeah.
because he is a singer, and that is without any kind of training or he
natural.
He's a natural singer. There are guys who are born like that, who are gifted.
Talent. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So I think if he's watching,
Yeah.
he will certainly take your word for it and then maybe ask you to feature in one of his songs or get your help to write his own
actually,
song.
he told me that he's written a couple of songs.
I see.
And
Maybe they will say the light of day later on. Who knows? Maybe this can be the spark.
by the same token, I must tell you that I became a voice trainer, and I had my school of music before I left for Italy. In 2000, I got married to Italian, and I went to Italy, and till 2015 I was in Tuscany, in a small city called Grosseto, close to the beach. So
A picturesque location.
A picturesque location, yes. So I don't regret those 15 years, because today I have a beautiful daughter who's 23 and a son who's studying at in Florence, at the university in Florence.
Florence, yeah.
Who's going to be 20 this 31st.
Amazing. So what's next for Manilal Perera?
Actually,
What does the future hold?
now, they are settled in Tuscany. They are settled. I've seen to that. So my life is here. Like all Sri Lankans. Actually, I'm very patriotic Sri Lankan. This is the most
Be all and
beautiful country
Definitely.
all over the world. I've gone all over to New York, Los Angeles. I've been to Australia 16 times, and to Japan, to Middle
But
East.
you keep gravitating back to Sri Lanka.
I can't find a better country than Sri Lanka to settle down here during my final years.
Stages of life, yes.
Stages of life. This is the best country ever. So
So in that vein, I think we should talk about, like I asked you, what the future holds for Manilal Perera. Why I asked you was, I'm sure your fans and whoever is joining us on Power Moves today must be wondering if Manilal Perera will have another concert. If something is coming up later
actually
this year.
I'm planning one
Yeah,
for my birthday on the 17th of December.
I see.
Yeah.
See, should better
Hopefully-
note that down,
hopefully,
17th of December 2025.
Yeah. Hopefully, it'll be a surprise for my fans and my listeners today to guess how long I've been in the music scene.
Oh, that's an interesting trivia.
Yeah.
How long Mr. Manilal has been in the music scene? Take a guess, and we'll leave in tickets.
Yeah. yes, of course. And it'll be most probably held at the 80 Club.
Of course, it has to. It's the
has-
most fitting
yeah,
arena to
right?
celebrate.
And I am still
doing the legwork.
doing the having
initial
a
planning.
show.
Yeah.
Show is a big deal, to have a show, and birthday bash, especially it has to go well.
Yeah.
So I think hopefully it'll materialize, and the winner will get a cash prize and hopefully a dinner for two in a five-star hotel.
Right. So we've got a lot of interesting prizes to look out for. Manilal Perera, renowned musician for over 4
In the first
decades.
place, I hope it materializes.
It will.
Yeah.
I mean, we sincerely hope so.
Yeah.
Manilal Perera, renowned musician for over 4 decades. He has been ruling the music scene, especially the Western music scene here in Sri Lanka, playing at the top hotels, at top clubs, not just in Sri Lanka, but also around the world. He was here with us on Power Moves today, sharing his experiences of what he has learned through music, what it means to him, and the advice he can give and pass on to the next generation, which is one of the reasons why we have him on the show today, for him to pass on his valuable pieces of advice to budding musicians, the next generation of Sri Lankan entertainers. Mr. Perera, thank you very much for joining me this evening or this morning on Power Moves, depending on what time our viewers are watching it. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you, Jamal. I before I leave, I must thank for getting me into this program.
Of
I
course.
must thank Siobhan Daniel, who's a big fan of mine, for getting me interviewed by you and your staff, and not forgetting my past and present band members. There were brilliant band members who have played for me,
Who helped you elevate your career.
and not forgetting to thank them for the contribution that they have
Certainly.
given
For the imprint they've left in your life.
in my life. Yes, I've performed in Australia, traveled to Australia 3 times, and played with for the cricketers' ball at the St Kilda Town Hall before it caught fire, and before they built another St Kilda Hall for 1,200 people. with Alston Cox's Dark Tan in a revolving stage
Wow.
coming, and when we perform, and back Dalreen Arnolda,
Mm.
one of the best in Sri Lanka.
Some of the best in the business.
Business at that show.
Yeah. So we appreciate your sincerity and modesty, giving due credit to all those who have helped you in your journey, and we wish you all the best in the days and years to come to do more shows, to bring more music out there.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, and we shall see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.